So today's topic is coordinates, time zones, and international dateline. So this may seem to be three different topics, but in actuality, these three things, coordinates, time zones, and international dateline, these three things are related to each other. Now, in the cover slide, you can see that there are various vertical lines or vertical zones, multicolored vertical zones you can see. You can see pink, blue, green, yellow, etc. So these vertical zones are known as time zones. So in a particular zone, for example, this zone over here, this zone, all throughout this zone, there would be a fixed time. Similarly, all throughout this zone, there would be a fixed time. All throughout this zone, there would be a fixed time. So these are time zones, but we will see about this in details in the slides later on. So first of all, we need to see what is coordinate system and what are the various types of coordinate system. Now, does any of you stay in a house which do not have a address? Does any of you stay in a house, the house in which there is no address? I think none of you stays at that kind of a house which does not have any address. Every house has an address. Similarly, every point on the earth's surface, it has an address, and that address is the coordinate system. That address is denoted through the help of latitudes and longitude coordinate. So when we speak about coordinate system, it is the method of identifying or what identifying a location or a point on the earth, a place in the earth. Now, since it is latitude and longitude, so not every time coordinate system will have latitude and longitude, but generally most of them they use latitude and longitude. And when they do so, or even if they are not using latitude and longitude, coordinate system always uses two numbers. Now, this latitude and longitude system of using a reference is called as a geographical coordinate system. So there are, when we speak about types of coordinate system, we have two. One is the geographical coordinate system and one is the projected coordinate system. In the geographical coordinate system, we use latitude and longitude, while in the projected coordinate system, what we do, we project a part of the area of the earth onto a plain paper. So that is called projection. I'm sure most of you have an idea of what is a projection. So there are multiple types of projection as given over here. So these are the types of coordinate system. So when we speak today, we will be dealing with geographical coordinate system. So when we speak about geographical coordinate system, as told earlier, it deals with two basic components. One is the latitude and one is the longitude. When we speak about latitude, like the equator is a latitude, so the equator is 0 degree latitude. And when we move up, it is we can move till 90 degree. And when we move down, these are the parallels. We call them parallels of latitude. And when we move down, we see 90 degree south latitude. Similarly, we have vertical lines or meridians. So these are called longitude. The Greenwich meridian, that is the longitude which passes through Greenwich. Greenwich is in UK. That is called the prime meridian or the 0 degree. Similarly, just like because of latitude, the earth is divided into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Because of longitude, the earth is divided into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Now, when that is so, when we divided it into eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere, then we move from 0 degree to 180 degree east. So when we move towards the right, so we move from 0 degree, when we move towards the right, we move to 180 degree east. Similarly, when we move towards the left of 0 degree, we go to 180 degree west. So 180 degree east and 180 degree west is a single line which is also known as the international date line. And we will see about international date line in details. So both the latitude and longitude is defined or measured through degrees, and that degree can be subdivided into minutes, and each minute is subdivided into seconds. So both of these constitutes the geographical coordinate system. Now let us take the example of this globe. For example, if we want to locate the address or we want to locate the geographical coordinate system of this red colored dot, then what we do first, we will give the latitude. So you can see that this red colored dot over here, this is at this 40 degree. This is at 40 degree. So this is where above 0 degree. So this is 40 degree north. Latitude is 40 degree north. And where is the longitude? Now this place, if we come vertically down, it is 50 degrees towards the east of 0 degree. So it's the address will be, the geographical coordinate system will be how much? It will be north 40 degree and east 50 degree. Now, I think many of you have seen clocks like this in many maybe hotels or etc., where they are having clocks of various countries. Now, at a time, just like this, at a time you can see that there are a single various clocks are showing various kinds of time. Now, why is it different? Why the time is different in each city? As you can see in this picture, the time is different in each city. The reason being, we know that the earth is rotating. While it is rotating, so it is very much obvious that a part of the earth will face day and the other part will face night, as is shown over here. This part is night and this part is day. Now, even if it is day or even if it is night, it is the sun does not strike each and every part of the earth at the same time, in the same intensity, in the same way. So there will be, according to how the sun will strike, it will be that part of that earth will have different kinds of illumination. So if it is morning in some place, so in some other place it might be dawn, or some other place it might be afternoon, because the sun does not strike at at the same angle at every place, because the earth is not a flat surface, it is a geoid. So because of this we are having various times. But till 19th century, each and every city had a clock of its own. But it was a tremendous problem. Supposing you just think that, supposing you are moving from Delhi and you are coming to Kolkata, the flight will take 1 hour, so you are boarded the flight at 4 p.m. And at Kolkata when you come, maybe it is 1 hour more, because till 19th century every city had its own clock. So 1 hour more, so 1 hour it will take the flight time. So instead of 5 p.m., when you reach Kolkata, you see it is already 6 p.m. So it was a great deal of problem for movement of transport or human beings. So it was a problem. So what it was decided, that a single region, since there are various regions, so any particular region will follow the same standard time, so that there is no confusion. So a single region, if this is a single region, the region of India, so India will follow the same standard time. Or the region which is falling in this time zone, in this area, they will follow a single time zone. This area will follow a single time zone. Now for example, Australia, this region will follow a standard time, same time. This region will follow a standard time, this region will follow a standard time. So any region throughout which the same standard time is used, that is called the time zone. So these are the various time zones, these vertical things that I had said in the starting slide. So these are the various time zones. So these vertical things are the various time zones, and you can see the clocks are different. So these are the various time zones. Now, how this was decided? In first, to decide time zone, it is very much important that we decide about the longitudes, and we decide from where the time zone will be decided. So we need a starting point. In a race, we have a starting point. In everything, we need a starting point. So it was decided in a conference, the details of which are given over here, that this meridian over here, this would be called as the prime meridian or the 0 degree. So this prime meridian or the 0 degree meridian, this goes through Greenwich, and I have said where Greenwich is located. So this was taken as an international standard for the 0 degree. So you can take any longitude as 0 degree. So because in a circle you don't know from where exactly that circle starts. So over here it was decided in 1884 that this would be taken as the 0 degree, and based upon this, this will be the standard through which the world's time would be decided. Now this is the place, this is the picture of the Royal Observatory. Where is this located? This is located in UK, Great Britain. This is the picture of Royal Observatory, and why it is important? Because through this is the exact location through where this prime meridian goes, or this prime meridian is also called the 0 degree goes. So this is the Royal Observatory of Greenwich, and I have said where Greenwich is located. And on the right hand side, you can see certain histories of how about this International Meridian Conference and how it was decided that 0 degree will be the prime meridian, etc. Now there are two concepts. The first concept is the UTC, and the second concept is the GMT. Now both of these are important. What is GMT and what is UTC? At the onset, we had GMT, that is the Greenwich Mean Time. And what is the Greenwich Mean Time? That is the time over here, the time in the prime meridian. GMT or prime meridian is the same. That is through prime meridian, the time that is followed, that is called the GMT, or the time that is followed in Greenwich, that is the Greenwich Mean Time, and which has been calculated by the Royal Observatory in Greenwich. But later on, during in 1960, it was decided that let us have, instead of Greenwich Mean Time, the terminology was changed, and the terminology that was used is called the UTC, the Coordinated Universal Time. So instead of Greenwich Mean Time, after 1960, we don't use the term Greenwich Mean Time, we use UTC, because I have already said that the time of a particular region is decided according to the time of the prime meridian or according to the time of Greenwich. So there are certain countries like India, this is the meridian, the longitude according to which India's time is fixed. So was decided that India is, since around 5.5 degree, 5.5 hours, 5.5 hours plus UTC. So whatever is the time of Greenwich. So supposing right now it is around 1. So in Greenwich, if we go back 5.5 hours, so the time will be around 7:30 a.m. So the Greenwich, the time that is decided is that how time plus or time minus than Greenwich. How it is decided according to the longitudes, I will also show that to you in the upcoming slides. But one thing is that Greenwich Mean Time ceased to be used. What was started, is in 1960, the term that was started was that Coordinated Universal Time. So now we say that India is 5.5 hours ahead of UTC. We don't say that India is five and a We don't say that India is 5.5 hours than GMT. We say it is 5.5 hours than UTC. So Greenwich Mean Time is the time zone, but UTC is the time standard. This is how longitude and time is decided according to longitude. So since the earth spins 360 degree in 24 hours, that means there is 15 degree per hour the time difference. That means for every 15 degree of longitude, there will be a time difference of 1 hour. So if we use the GMT as the reference, then if we go this side, that is towards the east, we add hours. If we go towards the left, towards this GMT, that is towards the western side, we deduct hours. How much? Every 15 degree longitude, we will plus add 1 hour, or we will deduct 1 hour. Now see, this is the Greenwich meridian, prime meridian, and if this is the prime meridian, so if we go towards this side, towards the east, then we will, what is written, add hours. But from the east, if we come towards the west, we will do what? Subtract hours. Similarly, this is the ideal international dateline. So this adding of hours is still what? This is the Greenwich meridian, 0 degree. We will go on adding hours still here. Here we have the international date line. The earth is not a flat surface, it is a circular surface. So till here, that is till here, we will go on adding. But once we cross this, then we won't add. We will minus. If someone is crossing from here to here, then we won't add. So this adding is from 0 degree, I had said earlier, 0 degree to 180 degree east. Similarly, from 0 degree to 180 degree west, that is till this line, ideal, we subtract hours. So this side till 180 degree, we add hours. This side from 0 degree to ideal, we subtract hours. So this side is minus, whereas this side is plus. I hope this one is okay, you have understood this. Now, according to this, geographically, whole of China should have 5 time spans. This time span 1, time span 2, time span 3, time span 4, and time span 5. So they should have 5 time spans, but they have taken only one time span. They have used only one standard time. But on the other hand, Australia, they are following according to geographically. So because they have got a great east-west expansion, so they are having 3 time spans, 1, 2, and 3. So this is how UTC or time zone is decided. Now about the IST, Indian Standard Time. Now Indian Standard Time, as said earlier, it is UTC plus 5.5 hours. Earlier it was GMT plus 5.5, but now it has been readjusted as UTC. But UTC, the time of UTC and Greenwich Mean Time is the same. There is no difference. Only difference is terminology difference. Rest there is no difference. Now this is the history of the Indian Standard Time, deciding of Indian Standard Time, and it has been decided that this longitude which passes through Allahabad will be the reference standard time, reference line for deciding our standard time. Now this is international. Let us see. Till now we have seen about coordinates. We have seen about the time zones. Now let us understand what is ideal or international dateline. I have already said to you what is international dateline. So again, you see this is the international dateline. So it is an imaginary line which passes from the North Pole, which touches the North Pole to South Pole, and this is 180 degree either way. From 0 degree, this is 180 degree from the east, 180 degree from the west. Now, as you are seeing over here, any longitude should be a straight line. But here you are seeing that this is not a straight line. This has turns and twists various areas. So this is not a straight line. Why this is so? Even over here, you can see that it has been twisted and turned, twisted and turned, twisted and turned. The reason being First of all, this region, there are various number of islands over here. Now, since there are various islands over here, because this is the area of the Pacific Ring of Fire. So, because it is the Pacific Ring of Fire, so there are various islands, various atolls over here, various kind of volcanic islands, etc. So, supposing we have this Andaman and Nicobar Island, which is an island. Supposing one longitude goes through Andaman Nicobar. So, how would it be that a part of Andaman has maybe day one and the other part is day two? Like for example, today is the 28th. So for example, a part of Andaman is having 20th of November 2020, the other part is having 21st of November 2020. So this is not feasible because these islands are not very large. These are all scattered islands over here. So one such island is Kiribati Island. So Kiribati Island, incidentally, it is the first island to welcome New Year every year. How it is done, I will show you. But one thing I just wanted to just tell you over here, or make you understand, that the international dateline is not a straight line as you are seeing over here, but the international dateline, or the 180-degree, has been turned and twisted various over here. These are the various years when it was turned and twisted. In one year it was turned, second year, third year it was turned and twisted. Because of why? Because of the various islands. Now you see during which times it was turned and twisted. So, and why it was turned and twisted, as I have told you, you can see over here there are numerous islands over here. So, not to go through any island, not to disturb its time zone, it has been turned and twisted many times. Now see over here, this is Kiribati Island. This whole thing is the Kiribati Island. So had this time zone, had this ideal gone directly through this, then what would happen? This part would face a different type of date, this part would have faced a different type of date. Similarly, Fiji, a part of Fiji would have faced a different date, and a part of Fiji would have faced a different date. So, so that to remove this problem, it has been twisted in such a way that the whole of Kiribati comes, that the whole of Tonga comes, that the whole of Samoa Islands remains towards this side, the whole of Fiji Island comes, the whole of New Zealand comes. So for this thing, it has been twisted and turned. And because you are seeing, see this side is the western side, that is 0 to 180-degree west. See over here, west is written, and this is the eastern side. So eastern side, over here time is added, I said, and western side time is minus, deducted. So that means, if that is so, Kiribati is the easternmost part of our globe. According to ideal, not geographically, according to ideal, till here, we have the easternmost part according to ideal. So if that is so, so Kiribati Island is in the easternmost part. So when the new year comes, the first one to face the new year is Kiribati Island. So I hope you have understood what I wanted to say over here. Now you try to understand this, that how this is done, how the dates are changed, how we get different day for different time of the day. Now as you are seeing, try to understand this globe which is rotating in the left hand side of the panel. So this will give you an idea how day is changing to a new day for the for the two hemispheres. Now see properly that when after 24 hours, see that there is a new color. New color is indicating a new day. See, a new day has started. That is, a red day has started. While towards the left hand side, it is still the previous day. That is the green day. So again, it is coming to 24 hours, and after 24 hours, a new day has started. The blue day has started. While the left hand side, it is still the previous day. So now see the location of the location of the international dateline in relation to day and night in relation to the various countries. See properly, just opposite to the red line, in the straight line, just opposite to that is a 0 degree. So, see from 0 degree to 180 degree east is a new day, while 0 to 180 degree west is still the old day. Again, see, from 0 to 180 degree east is a new day, but the red one is indicating the previous day. So, where is the previous day? See the location of this 180 degree. It is passing. You can also see the location in the right hand side picture. So it is passing through the Pacific Ocean. On one side is America, while on the other side is Asia. So right now, see, 24 hours passed, a new blue day has occurred for Asia, Europe, while it is still the old day in America. Similarly, that means, so from 0 degree to 180 degree east, a new day, while that day is obtained, is faced by the 0 degree to 180 degree west in the next couple of hours. So in the next map, you can also see that the pink denotes Monday, while the blue denotes Tuesday. So as you are seeing over here, that the from 0 degree to, this is the 0 degree. So from 0 degree to 180 degree west, from 0 degree to, this is the 180 degree west. So this over here, this side has the previous day, although a part of it has come to the next day. But then from 0 degree to 180 degree east, this whole zone is getting the next day. So this is how international date line, it decides which hemisphere will have which date. Now these are the various time zones. I had also shown this in the cover slide. Now, and in this slide I will show you how the time differs, how the day differs. Now see over here, it is written as 3.5 minus 3.5. That means since it is left side to the prime meridian, so that is in the western hemisphere, so it is minus. While take for example over here, this part, this is towards the east of the prime meridian. Just remember one slide where I had shown UTC plus 12, UTC minus 12. So this is in the east side, eastern hemisphere, so this is plus. So even though over here, see this place over here, so over here just a gap of a few longitudes, but then over here you are saying minus 9.5, while here at Kiribati, near Kiribati, it is plus 14 hours. This international date line is deciding which side should be minus, which side should be plus. Now for example, a person in San Francisco, he is at the time zone 4 a.m. Now he wants to come to Auckland here. So maybe his flight is taking 2 hours. So from San Francisco coming to Auckland will take him, if it takes 2 hours, so he must reach at 6 a.m. Maybe 6 a.m., 20th of November, 6 a.m. But then when he reaches San Francisco, he sees that the time is not 6 a.m. The time is what? The time is, if it is 12 noon at the prime meridian, because I have said that the prime meridian decides, it is a standard. So if it is 12 noon in the prime meridian, so it is written over here, Auckland is 12.5 plus 12.5. So that is, it is midnight. It is around midnight. So midnight, or it has gone 12.5, that means
it is past midnight. So past midnight means it is 12:30. So 12:30 when? 12:30, when it is 12:30, that means it becomes the next day. So that means 12:30, because it is 12:30, so it is 21st. But here he started at what time? He started over here at 28th. He reaches Auckland and he sees the day has changed. So this is why this is called the international date line. Now these are some of the quiz. You can attempt this quiz and you can write the answers below.